Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the third module, I believe, of the Customer Service Certification Program. I'm loving this, and I hope you are too. Listen, the objective here is to reorient your mind. Your objective here is to use you as a agent of change for the culture in your organization. The objective here is to empower you with information. They are information. You don't go to conventional university. You don't go to even, Harvard University. We keep picking on it because it's one of the most prestigious anyway. And then they sit you down and teach you what you're about to learn. What you're about to learn, you get from experience. Like I told you in one of the modules, my first job decades ago was customer service. I loved it so much and did so well in it. Listen to this, that clients will call that bank I used to work for decades ago, and they want to talk to Ihama, the account manager, and they say he's on vacation. The client will say, I'll call back. Say, no, I can assist you. Say, no. I've taken that chance before with some of you, and I've never got the service that Alex usually gives to me. So I'll call back in 2 weeks. Imagine that. Imagine when a client wants to call back in 2 weeks just because of the service you produce. So my objective with this is to ensure a client don't have to wait for 2 weeks to get service from your organization. My objective with this is to ensure that everybody in your organization, including you watching this and your CEO and everybody, they foster just the personality of customer service. This customer service becomes part of your culture, and we only have the department just so there's a form of organization, not because every other person can't deliver exceptional service. So in this module, I want to talk about the 5 most significant benefits of customer service experience. Remember, I always put that, of exceptional customer service experience. Now, this is a question I've asked. I've interviewed, as I've said before, CEOs of Fortune 500 organizations. I have lunch with them. Some of them are my clients. I'm an executive coach to organizations, CEOs of organizations that make over $1 billion in sales, whether it's in Canada, in Africa, in Jamaica, in Europe. I've been fortunate and blessed to be in that space and have conversations, deep conversations, not just about their personal issues, but about their organizational issues. I'm a global strategist and management consultant. Listen, as I often say, this is not about me, but I needed to say that to let you know that the 5 significant benefits of customer service experience I'm about to share are actually based more so on experience, right? And not just education. So let's jump right into it. I ask people, I say, so what do you think is the benefits of customer service experience? Say, well, customers, they expect it. Customers, when they buy from you, then they expect service. I'm like, really? That's your best guess? That's your best answer? That they expect it? Yes, they do expect it, but if that's what you consider to be the benefit, then that is going to impact your excellence in producing service, because the value you've attached to service experience is so low. For you to offer the best, you have to see the value. And that is what I'm about to share with you. Point number 1, the very first value, the very first benefit of customer service experiences, it brings out the best in you. You as a person. Remember, the client is not calling they call the business, but they are speaking to you. So you become the ambassador of service for the company. You become the CEO at that point. At the point a customer is speaking to you on the phone, you are the CEO. If you see yourself anything less, you are going to deliver less service. Come on, somebody. Make a note of that. If you see yourself as, well, I'm just a rep. I see people say that all the time. I'm just a rep. Then stay home. Stay home, right? You're not just a rep, you're an ambassador, right? I've been to organizations and, I work with them in the space of consulting, and we literally change the job title of people just to reflect the more value. You don't call somebody a gate man, right? Gate man, what does that mean? Like a gate man? Well, but the service you are going to get is going to be a gate man service. You can call the person the first ambassador. Yes, first ambassador. And suddenly the person is behaving as if he or she is the ambassador to Canada, right? Why? Because that's his title. And I've seen people say, so why are these people not well dressed? Well, no. They usually stay in the back of the office. Really? So if you go to some restaurant and you go to the back of the office, I bet you will never eat in that restaurant again. I went to this restaurant downtown once, a nice restaurant, again, to protect their, well, it was bad service anyway, but, and I went, and then, it was all nice food. I thought everything was good. And I said, can I use the washroom? When I went in the washroom, oh my God, you could see, I call it rat poo, right? In the washroom, in the toilet. And to them, they will say, well, where is the toilet? If your toilet is infested with rat, then, if I could puke that meal, I should, right? So in the same way, service is comprehensive. The very first benefit of customer service experience is it brings out the best in you and in your organization. But anything less than that is just customer service. Like, yeah, we have a customer service department. So this is your opportunity to shine. When a customer calls you or calls the organization or walks into your business or sends you an email, it's an opportunity for you to shine. It's an opportunity to bring out the best in you and in the organization. Thank you, Mrs. Brown, for sending us this email regarding the discrepancy in your account. Right? I tell you right now, there's one of my business partner that I'm firing, I guess, because I'm terminating the agreement. He has no service at all. He manages one of our websites. I sent him a message the other day, and he responds without even saying hello, and he gives me the information as if I should know. He responds to my messages without saying hello, and then gives me a response as if I should know the answer to it. If that's you today, you need to repent. Come on, somebody. And if you can't, quit. Quit. And if you're a CEO listening to this, that's not a mindset you should allow to foster in you. They should be trained on even how to introduce themselves, trained on how to introduce the organization. I was like, hello, Mrs. Brown, thank you so much for bringing to our attention the discrepancy on your account. Rest assured that at Ihama Group of Banks, just making that up, we care about our clients. In fact, our clients are the basis of our policies. Now that you have mentioned that there is a discrepancy in your account, we are going to require some information to initiate an investigation. Couple of information. Number one, your account number. Number two, number three, number four, whatever that is. Or better still, just call the person. An email comes in, you call them. Imagine that. Anyway, I can take that number one and break it down into modules for you, but I think I've given you enough examples to go by. The second one is it strengthens your brand equity and corporate status. It strengthens your brand equity and corporate status, right? So, back in the day, in some of the university programs they'll give us case study. Haven't done this research in years, but I can still refer to it. Back then, Southwest Airline, Chick-fil-A, restaurants in the US, like they listed some organizations that their service was exceptional. And if you see, their stock price kept going up based on service. It wasn't going up based on sales. It was going up based on service. A lot of organizations are selling to increase stock price. But the smart ones are increasing their services to increase stock price. Selling to increase your stock price, may look successful. But providing customer service experience, sustain. There's a difference. Right? You can make $1 million today, another person makes $1 million, and the other one is broke in 3 months, the other one has $5 million. It is gradually increasing, sustain. So another benefit is strengthens your brand. You want to be known for a company or service. There was a CEO I had a conversation with, one of the big banks in Toronto years ago, and he just took over from another CEO who retired. who has spent over 40 years in that organization. I'm talking a multi-billion-dollar industry here. And we ran an analysis, a simple survey for their customer service base, which we do as well. Please feel free to reach out to us to do 360-degree feedback for your organizational, for your leaders in the organization. Reach out to us to do customer satisfaction survey for your clients. It's always good for you to be third parties. You can't have your department surveying your department. That's not, it'd be subjective, if you will. So reach out to us. So we did this, and one of the predominant concern was whenever we call this organization, they want to sell us more. They want to upsell, cross-sell, right? Which are good concept in sales and marketing, but not with regards to service. They are counterproductive. So and that was a challenge. So we had to work with them to start reorienting almost 22,000 staff they have from the sales mindset to the service mindset. And that increases brand equity. The third one, it enhances your client loyalty and feedback satisfaction. It enhances it. Remember, the definition of customer service experience, like I said, customer service is the basic form of expression of your appreciation and your support to those who put their trust in you. Customer service is a form of expression of appreciation and support for those who put their trust in you, which are your clients, right? So you want to ensure that they are satisfied. You want to ensure that there's loyalty, and that's another value. You can put a price tag to these values I'm talking about. And the fourth one is it ignites continuous improvement and corporate transformation. It ignites. Listen, I've done this. We've done this on behalf of companies. We analyze I just told you about one of the big banks. We analyzed their customer service. I hired 7 people for that project. It was my project. We got our contract, so I hired 7 people just to sift through thousands of feedback. And they use Excel and some software to analyze it and to break it down and to do this. And we came up with so much ideas, continuous improvement ideas, that literally transformed that organization. Remember, the transformation you need in your organization, the transformation you desire in your organization is in the feedback of your clients. So you must seek it. You must pursue it with ardor. You must seek it. You must ask for it. You must desire it, right? It was, I think Peter Drucker once said, feedback is the breakfast of champions. Even as a leader should thrive on feedback, constructive and positive. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that feedback is always right, but it gives you an indication. It's like a rearview mirror. Seek it. You want your marriage to work? Ask your spouse for feedback. You want your parenting to be successful? Ask your children for feedback. You want your clients to be loyal? Ask them for feedback. Right? And then the fifth one is it increases your profitable growth and your bottom line. Imagine that. Right? Number 1, it brings out the best in you and in your organization. Number 2, it strengthens your brand equity and corporate status. Number 3, it enhances your client loyalty and feedback satisfaction. Number 4, it ignites corporate transformation and continuous improvement. And number 5, it increases your profitable growth and bottom line. I don't need to explain number 5, because if you've done number 4, automatically number 5 increases. Listen, this is the third module in the customer service certification program. And I hope, and I know this, we get your feedback, right? The feedback, I just talked about feedback, right? We seek it. Make sure that when you send your reporting, feel free to send us some feedback as well. We seek it. We thrive on feedback. We have got to the level we are, the global status that we are blessed with based on the feedback. We listen. Well, listen, that's one of the, I just exposed, that's one of the traits of characteristics of an exceptional customer service representative. So now, after this 5, there's going to be, of course, some questions for you to answer to literally begin the process of reorientation in your mindset. It's Alex Ihama again. What a great honor for me to facilitate this program for you and your organization. I'm just excited. I'm excited to start seeing the results in your organization. I'm excited for the feedback. I'm excited for the transformation. And I look forward to seeing you in Module 4.